Have you ever wanted to say something to someone and have them say something back? Welcome to Candid Conversations. Let's chat. We got a talkative, what's the gentleman here for Ep.212 of Candid. We got Singer Savage. He brought with him.
Yo.
Yeah. So
Yo.
that in the even got here. We got Wire, Evil, Lil.
Listen. Your sound is like jumping and whatnot. You know what I mean? I'm hearing like a click.
Okay. Yeah. All right. That's probably the battery pack.
Listen. I can hear you now. So listen. Let's do this and whatnot. You know what I mean? Listen. I know we live. Go ahead. Your show.
All right. So we are here live for episode 212 of Candid Conversations. We got Ron B. Stinger Savage in the building, and there's a lot of chat going on the live stream. Check out Exposed North 8741 on YouTube if you want to be a part of that. Now, how are you doing today?
Listen, you want the lie or you want the truth? Listen, because right now, my dude, I'm feeling good. You know what I mean? Listen, I got apple juice in the building.
All right. That's good. All right. So we're going to take away the talking, leave the whispering in the building. We're here to find out more about you. I got this track. They tried to Malcolm X me, and we want to talk more about that. So, I mean, the title sounds to speak for itself, but what was the inspiration to the song?
Oh, man, listen. I mean, all right. Are you familiar about like me in 2016? Like what happened in 2016?
Familiar with a few things, but I'm asking the question so that you
All right,
can
those
tell
few
the
things.
story.
All right. Those few things, I got it. All right, so listen, man. What made me the inspiration behind me making the song They Tried to Malcolm X Me is because listen, behind the scenes and whatnot, you know what I mean? Everybody knows a beast singer, Ronald Savage, for the Africa Bambaataa, a circus. That's what I call it, sir. I call it a circus. You know what I mean? So behind the scenes, they was threatening me, harassing me, and then slandering me because I didn't do what these two people wanted from me behind the scenes. They wanted me to take Africa Bambaataa to court. You know what I mean? And when I didn't, listen, they went on their YouTube channels like slandering me and stuff. You know what I mean? So, I felt like, damn, listen, they tried to Malcolm X me. You know what I mean? But I'm still here. I'm still standing firm. You know what I mean? So listen, I said, listen, that's a great a thing. That's like an anthem because everybody can relate to that. Like if you lost your food stamps, they tried to Malcolm X you. You know what I mean? Like anything, and I think it's a real anthem.
All right. Well, speaking of the anthem, let's let that play right now.
They tried to Malcolm X me, silence my voice, but I stand tall. I rise, I made my choice. Muhammad, where you at? Need you in the fight. Together we're stronger, shining bright. Zulu warriors, come gather around. Raise your voice, let's shake the ground. We won't be silent. We won't retreat. In unity, we fight our best. They tried to Malcolm X me, but I'm still here. Where every challenge becomes a fear. Feasting a spirit, guiding our path. Through the warriors, we feel the wrath. Through the warriors, come gather around. Raise your voice, let's shake the ground. We won't be silent, we won't retreat. In unity, we fight our best. Oh. Malcolm X me. Mommy, lock down the doors. Lock everybody down. Everybody face. Everybody face. You know what I mean? They tried to Malcolm X me on stage. Lock it down, Mommy. We ain't playing. Through the warriors. Take your places. Take your places. Oh man. These singers in the building. Protect the back. Protect the back. At all costs. Tried to Malcolm X me. But I stand here with every challenge. We conquer fear. We sting a spirit in our path. Through the warriors, feel the wrath. Oh, they tried to bury the seed. But we're the flowers, we're the creed. Beast Stinger's legacy, forever we're whole. Through the warriors, brave and bold. So here's our anthem, let it fly. For justice, for truth, we're always try. They tried to Malcolm X me, but we rise. Through the warriors of the sky. Oh man, they tried to Malcolm X me. They tried to Malcolm X me. Mommy, lock down the doors. Lock everybody down. Everybody face. Everybody face. You know what I mean? They tried to Malcolm X me on stage. Lock it down, Mommy. We ain't playing. So the warriors, take your places. Take your places. Oh man. These singers in the building. Protect the flag. Protect the flag. At all costs.
Wow. Okay. All right. They tried to Malcolm X. You know what? That seems to be a theme in the chat right now. I feel like they're trying to Malcolm X me because I'm not responding the way they think I should. But that's not the point of this. That's not the point of this here. We ain't trying to create a conflict where someone is trying to, you know what I mean, give someone the room to speak their piece. This is your show to speak what you got to speak. So if you have a message that you want to convey, by all means, let's put it out there.
Yeah, listen, man. Listen, man. My thing is like, honestly, the message that I want to bring is like us, like for YouTube and stuff. Like, keep your personal stuff off of YouTube. You know what I mean? Or you're gonna end up like me. You know what I mean? These some people gonna want you on their show, and if you don't do what they want you to do, then they're gonna try to Malcolm X you, like they
Ah,
tried to do me.
okay. But you didn't let it work. You didn't let it happen. You're here now today. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? You're speaking your message. You're letting it be heard. So you're an
exactly.
inspiration to those who might have a message that is unpopular. You know what I mean? Or might not be seen in the same light as it's broadcast. But we're here for episode 212 of Candid Conversations, and I'm trying to get to know you for the person who you are. Anybody could say whatever they want to say about you, but I want to talk to you about who you are. You know what I mean? I
Oh,
want to hear it straight from the horse's mouth, straight from the Zulu warrior himself. You know what I mean? So,
exactly. That's what I'm talking about. Listen, I rocks with you. You know what I mean? Listen, because you got like other people and whatnot. You know what I mean? Listen, like they be on their shows and whatnot. And just because they don't like me, they try to turn their subscribers against me. You know what I mean? And then they don't like me. You know, listen, I'm a likable guy. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Listen,
100%, 100%. And we'll talk about how likable when we get back from this message.
all right.
All right. We are back with Ron Beast, Stinger Savage. The Beast is in the building. And, you know what I mean? We just heard the track. They tried to Malcolm X me. And he's got supporters following him right now. You know what I mean?
Listen,
Where can they find you? Where can they get your music?
all right, listen, hold on. And listen, you said the beast, right? Listen. I'm greater than the beast. I am the GOAT. You
The
know what I mean? Listen,
okay, okay.
listen. Let me hear you say it. Let me hear you say it. Come on, listen. Say,
All right. The goats in the building. Ron B.
oh
Singer
man,
Savage.
listen. The goat is in the building. You know what I mean? Listen, that's what it is, man. So listen, man. Listen, so they can find me at Ron B. Stinger Savage on YouTube. I mean, you listen. You
All
listen.
right.
Yeah, listen. You know, 'cause listen. I'm on Instagram and all of that. But listen, man. Listen. I mean, listen. Listen, I'm on YouTube. Ron B. Stinger Savage. That's where you can find me. You know what I mean? Listen, let's stay around. Let's chat. You know what I mean? Tell me what you know about me or what you want to know. You know what I mean? And I'm here to answer it. Let's try that.
All right. So they said that you weren't just a witness to the birth of hip hop, that you are an active participant. So that being said, who would you say had the freshest energy at the beginning, and who did the best job maintaining it to this day?
Listen, that's easy. You know what I mean? Grandmaster Cass from the Cold Crush Brothers.
Okay.
Listen, and you from Canada, correct?
Yes, sir.
So listen, have you heard of the Cold Crush Brothers? Let's see if you know your history.
That is something I'm not familiar with, to be honest, because a lot of people like to the history isn't as apparent up here as it should be. We're still kind of establishing our footing, so I don't think we're looking back as well as we should to establish what's going to happen as well as we could, if I'm being
Right,
honest with you.
right. So listen, man. Listen, you got a bee stinger. Listen, I'm from the first generation of hip hop. You know what I mean? Listen, I am Zulu. You know what I mean? Listen, I represent the universal Zulu nation. Listen. But But listen. I'm separate and whatnot. You know what I mean? So the rest of the Zulus and whatnot. Listen, they don't act like me. I am the outcast. I am the goat. But listen, I'm still family. You know what I mean?
Okay, okay. That's what's up. That's what's up. So now, what was your intention with this, like with starting this or with maintaining your message? Like, who are you trying to reach with this message exactly?
I mean, honestly, I'm trying to reach whoever will listen. I'm not really targeting. I'm trying to target like a certain genre or age group or whatever. Just anybody that will listen. You know, my thing is that I've been through, excuse my French, but I've been through hell and back.
Okay.
When I came out with the Africa Bambaataa story. I brung this to the world. I am the one that brung this to the world. You are looking at Ron B. Stinger Savage. Yes, I am the one that was on the front page of the New York City Daily News in the United States of America. You know what I
Okay.
mean?
All right.
Talking
So,
about, yeah, talking about the godfather of hip hop. You know what I mean?
all
and
right.
and just it was these two people that 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 came upon to me, you know what I mean, and pushed their stuff on me, like, you know what I mean, like they wanted me to after they found out what transpired and whatnot, you know what I mean, they wanted me to take Africa Bambaataa to court, and one of them, uh, in a recorded conversation, was like, I'm coming for you. And, because I didn't take Africa Bambaataa to court like those people wanted me to. The last that I checked, this took place with me, not none of you two. You know what I mean? Like,
Mm-hmm.
it made me really look at them. Are you in it for the victims, or are you in it for people to pat you on the back and say, "Oh, good job"? You know what I mean? And I seen through the nonsense, and that's just how I feel. I sing through the nonsense. And if, I'm, I'm the person who started this. And if you're threatening and harassing me, like, what are your true intentions? To me, that means that you just use me to elevate yourself and to get your name out there.
Some people do that, and it's unfortunate to see that. This kind of situation will present itself to someone of your caliber. You know what I mean? It's almost like a conversation I had before with a previous artist, where it's like, why are there so many other genres that respect the elders of the community, for lack of a better term, but we in the hip hop community don't do that?
Right.
All right. Now, Weevil Jones wants me to ask you about Weevil in Pennsylvania.
Listen, let's ignore the chat. They wildin'.
I can
Listen,
tell.
I rocks with the chat.
Yo,
Listen, that's family. You know what I mean? Listen, that's family. I rocks. Listen, I rocks with the chat. They know that. You know what I
they
mean?
roll deep, fam. Like, this is lit
Listen,
up
that's
right
the
now.
family. Listen, let me tell you, man, that's the family right now. Those are
All
my
right.
loyal supporters and whatnot.
I appreciate every one of them. Every one of them. They got me on my toes over here, fam. I'm showing you. So let's bring it back.
Listen, that's what we do. Listen, that's what we do. Listen, man, when B Stinger's doing an interview, that's it. Listen to the chat. Listen, that's what we do. We pull up. You know what I
All
mean?
right.
Listen, we here. You know
No
what I mean?
doubt, no doubt. I mean,
We
like, it
here.
is what it is. We are on episode 212 of Candid Conversations. We
We,
got Ron B. Stinger Savage in the building. The GOAT.
listen, we ain't going
Yeah.
nowhere. Listen, my man from Canada. What's your name?
They call me the Block.
They call you the block.
Yeah.
Listen, we on the block show. Listen, we done took over. You know what I mean? Listen. You got Ron B. Stinger Savage actually in the building and whatnot. Listen, we in Canada.
You dig. You dig. We reaching 193 plus countries right now. And the replay for Candid Conversations can be heard on Zeno.fm/CULCHASHOCKRADIO, Zeno.fm/Culture Shock Radio. We're in the mix. Come get your fix, and we'll be right back. All right, we're back. Oh man, you know what? I appreciate your energies, King. I hear you got you got the chat wilding out right now. It's a whole different ball game when you're dealing with the B Stinger. I see this. I see this. This is a culture shock for real. I was not. I came in here thinking, all right, I got this. You know what I mean? It is what it is. But you know what? You kept me on my toes, fam. So.
Listen. Don't say my publicist's name. Don't say my publicist's name. Listen.
Okay.
After we finish the show, please email her and thank her. Say, listen, B Stinger was on my show. Listen.
All right. I will. I'd be remiss if I didn't mention, but because you requested it, I shall not mention it. But you know who you are because you're the reason why he here. Thank you for making it possible. You know, you a legend in my book. So that's what it is. We gonna say it like that. We also a part of the Village Global Network. We got some comments that are going off. They wanted in the chat still. They still want it. Oh man. So all right. So what's next for B Stinger? Like, I mean, you know that they're trying to Malcolm X you. You know that they're gonna keep moving towards you while
Right.
you're trying to do your thing. So how do you without letting your playbook show, how do you deal with this kind of turmoil, this complication, if you will?
I got lawyers. See, let's they think it's a joke. It's not a joke. It's not a game.
No.
Listen, I let you go, but so far.
Okay. My dude said, I got lawyers. And it's not a game. In this day and age where everybody wants to take down the people that are trying to build themselves up, you got to be prepared with everything, man. Like, it's weird. It's like, oh, this is what you should be doing to get to where you're going. And then certain people that they don't want to do it, get doing it. And then it's like, no, not for you. It's like, I'll say the controversial thing. Speaking of Malcolm X, you know, that whole thing with, and I'm not comparing your situation to this, I'm just using it as an aside.
Right.
That whole NBC scenario, we'll say.
The who?
NBC.
Right.
Someone was going to buy out NBC and they didn't want him to buy it out because he would have changed the face of NBC.
And then the next thing you know, he ends up in jail on some rape shit, on some deep rape. You know what I mean? Listen, I gotta say the name, because listen, man, listen. All due respects, you know what I mean, to the man, you know what I mean, Bill Cosby.
They do it to him. They did it to him. They did it to him.
They sure did.
And we would be seeing, and that's the thing, like they don't want to see us like lawyers and doctors. There's this one show that actually shows a black man as a what's it called? He's a dentist or something like that. They don't want to see us in those positions. You know how much money you make as a dentist, bro?
Exactly, a lot. They don't like that. They don't like that. Oh no, they want to shine in shoes and whatnot. Listen, I'm telling you, they want us cleaning their houses. What? He wants to be a dentist. How dare he? You know what I mean?
General labor should be our main thing. General labor, you know what I mean? Sorts and entertainment. No. Oh.
Exactly.
It's just one of those things, man. Like, here's the next thing. You're an established individual, right? In the industry. You're knowledgeable in many things. Did our history start at slavery, or were we kings and queens before that?
Damn. Listen. I think we were kings and queens before that, and I don't know. Some kind of way, I just think that the white man, you know, they had guns and all that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And they took over, and I don't know,
man.
It's unfortunate what happened to the black man. You know what I mean? And listen, I don't know why the black man even allowed that nonsense to go on. You know what I mean? Like, listen, listen. I don't like slavery. I don't like the 50s and listen. I mean, listen. It all started with Abraham. Larissa's dude name, Plymouth Rock. Abraham Lincoln, right? That's the dude that claimed that he no, Christopher Columbus.
Yes.
It started with Christopher Columbus. You know what I mean? And I don't know why the Indians even let these people. Man, listen, it's dear to my heart. That question is dear to my heart because I can't understand how we even allowed ourselves to be slaves because there's no culture to me better than the African American.
Hey man, we hold it down. They wouldn't be able to build as much as they did if it wasn't for the work that was put in by our people. I'm not gonna lie. It's been said, it's been documented, it's historical. Let's get out of this and come back around. So when's your next show? When can the people see you on stage? How's that looking for you?
So listen, like right now, you know, I'm just trying to put my for this particular single, they tried to Malcolm X me. You know, I just want to make sure that, you know, my stage presence is up to par, you know, and then I'm gonna go out and start performing this single, and you know, the video hopefully should be out in December. And then, you know, we're gonna really push this song, you know, because you know I'm you know, it's independent. I'm an independent artist, and I put it out, and I'm gonna stay with it. I was just gonna move on to the next single, but I said no. This record is too important. The message is too powerful to let it fail. So I said, listen, I gotta go all the way with this, even if I'm on this record for the next year. I
Okay.
gotta stay with this. This is a powerful message. They tried to Malcolm X me. Everybody can relate to that. There's no way that we should ignore this record.
No, gotta, you know what I mean? Get it to the outlets, streaming platforms. It's right now
It's
gonna be,
everywhere right now. It's on all streaming platforms. They tried to Malcolm X Me by Ron B. Stinger Savage. You can download it anywhere. It's on all streaming platforms. Listen, Spotify, I need y'all to run that up on Spotify. Listen, the record is rocking on Spotify right now.
yeah. All right. All right. So you got your Spotify's and your, you know what I mean, YouTube's, Apple Music, Deezer, all of those streaming platforms where you can find Ron B. Stinger Savage with the track They Tried to Malcolm X Me. This is episode 212 of Candid Conversations. You are live on youtube.com/ at expose the north 8741, or listening later on zeno.fm/culchashock radio, zeno.fm/culture shock radio. We're in the mix. Come get your fix. That being said, we will be right back. And this is also a part of the Village Global Network. All right, we're back. Oh, man. So there's more to it than what you've heard. And there's more to it than you see. But right about now, this is where I'm going to flip the script. And when I flip the script, it's where I give the guest the opportunity to be the host and make whatever statements they have or ask any questions they may have come up with during the time that we've been talking. So, Ron B. Stinger Savage, you have the floor to speak your piece as we flip the script.
So listen, I'm the host. let's, let's listen, listen. All right. So listen, since I got the floor, one, two, one, two.
There you
Listen.
go.
Oh man, listen. What's up, party people? The time is now to introduce the new rapper in town, like a sheriff. I lay the laws down, opponents clear out before sundown. If this was the West, I'd be the rhyme slinger. Better known as Outlaw B Stinger. Coming to you with a style of my own. B Stingers on the microphone. So listen, I
All
just
right.
wanted to say that. Listen,
All
listen,
right.
listen,
Hold
I
it
ain't got
down.
nothing
Hold
to
it,
say. I
hold
ain't
it
got nothing to say.
down.
Listen, I don't want to be the host. I don't want to be the host.
It's
Let's
all
say,
It's all
you know what I
good,
mean?
man. You said your piece. I gave you the floor. You did something with it. It's better than you'd be surprised how many people freeze up. It's just like, hold on, I didn't. And I do that to, you know what I mean, help you expect the unexpected, because life will throw something at you, and you never know what it's gonna be. We got Africa Bambata in here, along with, you know what I mean, the likes of Weevil Jones and Mike
Listen,
Dwyer,
listen,
Lil
the
Mitch, but
trolls. The trolls are crazy. I swear to God. I love the chats. You know what I mean? Listen, especially my chat, my family. You know what I mean? Listen, and speaking on Africa Bambaataa,
yeah,
listen,
yeah,
we don't took over your show.
yeah,
So listen, my thing is, like, you know my story, right?
yeah.
So my thing is, I got my closure. You know what I mean? Listen, I got my closure, and that's all I wanted. All I wanted to know was why me. That's it. You know, all them other two people, those two people, and everybody else, I don't know. In my humble opinion, they had an agenda. You know what I mean? They had an agenda. I don't know, making documentaries and and stuff. You know what I mean? They had agendas. I don't have no agenda. You know what I mean? Listen, I got my closure. That's all I wanted. You know what I mean? Everybody was like behind the scenes out, I'm coming for you and stuff. Because I didn't want to take the man in court. You know what I mean? I got my closure with Africa Bambaataa. You know what I mean? Listen, I just need the world to know and understand. You know what I mean? Listen, and I feel bad because I should have remembered this. You know what I mean? And listen, when I was 16, when I was 15 years old, when I was 15, I had a fake ID. You know what I mean? And that was the thing, to get into the clubs and stuff. And I had a fake ID before I even was hanging out with Africa Bambaataa and the Zulu Nation and stuff. So getting into the clubs back then in the 80s and stuff, you had to be 18 years old.
Yep.
And I had a fake ID, and I used to get in the clubs with them and stuff. So if you present your ID to the security and they let you in, then no one's thinking that you're underage. And Africa Bambaataa used to be in there and stuff like that. And listen, hey, I wanted to be down. Listen, I wanted to be older. I like this thing called hip hop. So I'm 18 years old. You know what I mean? So listen, I just let everybody believe that I was 18 years old. And I indulged in grown folk stuff, pretending that I was 18 years old. So listen, I hold no quorums with Africa Bambaataa. You know what I mean? Listen, I roll with Africa Bambaataa. I support him. That's a whole fact. And I just want to clear the airwaves. I don't know Africa Bambaataa to have done anything with underage anything. That's a whole fact. You know what I mean? Listen, it is this Africa Bambaataa story, in my humble opinion, is a circus. People just have agendas, and you have disgruntled people and everything. You know what I mean? Listen, take it from me. I am the one who started this Africa Bambaataa situation. I'm not the one who turned it into a circus. You know what I mean? I'm not the one who turned this into a circus. You know what I mean? And that's what it is. So listen, Canada, I want you to understand that this Africa Bambaataa a circus is what it is. It's a circus, And my thing is, this is my story, and I got my closure, and to me, this is over. I care about me. I care about me. I've been dealing with this situation for decades, and I care about me. I care about my sanity, and for me, I got my closure, and there's nothing in this world that could have gave me better closure than God did when I took that picture with Africa Bambaataa to show people forgiveness. There is forgiveness. No matter what you went through in the world, it's okay if you want to forgive whoever you want to forgive. The people in your ear are opportunists. I stand on that.
Okay. All right. That's some real talk from the GOAT. Ron D. Springer Savage. We're here for episode 212 of Candid Conversations. We got a lively chat room. If you want to be a part of that, jump in at youtube.com/@EXPOSETHE North. That's youtube.com/expose the north 8741. You can catch us later on Zeno.fm/culture shock radio. Also, be sure to thank a member of the Village Global Network when you hear them, because we are broadcasting to 191 plus countries around the world. And this episode is featuring, like I said, the legendary Ron B. Stinger Savage. Man, we got a lot going on in the mix. We have one more segment left with this legend. I think we're gonna come back with some more questions just now after this.
Real quick, can I just shout out to the chat?
Yeah.
Listen, man. I thank everybody in the chat for coming out, for showing up, and supporting me. You know what I mean? And it means a lot to me. I rock with each and every one of y'all. Of course, we got people from the bushes probably in the building, but listen, they watching.
Mm-hmm. They're watching, and we'll be right back for them to see more. All right, we're back with Ron B. Stinger Savage, episode 212 of Candid Conversations. So, let's take a moment to shout out your supporters. You know what I mean? We know there's haters out there, but as they say, every hater is a sign that you're doing something greater.
Yeah, that's all true. First of all, I like to shout out my haters. They just
Mhm.
make me bigger, better, and stronger. You know what I mean? You know. So listen, shout out to everybody who support me, who stands with me. You know what I mean? And listen, if I could shout out my channel, Ron B.
Yes,
Stinger Savage. You know what I mean?
yes.
Shout out to everybody who supports me. You know what I mean? Listen, this is the beehive. You know what I mean? So listen, to all my supporters, you already know. Listen, listen. You know what I mean? Listen, where I go, we all go. And
Right.
listen, we get stronger that way, and we gotta let the people know bee stingers here. So listen, I listen, wherever I go, you guys go.
Mm-hmm.
Facts.
Mm-hmm. You got your supporters, man. They're there. They're deep. They're running deep right now. Uh, guess some of them might not know about my origins in battle rap, which makes it very easy for me to shrug off some of these unnecessary comments. But you know, for the most part, okay, Mike Dwyer wants me to ask you about Lord Jamar. He's put this in there like 7 times.
Listen, listen. Do you know who Lord Jamar is?
The name sounds familiar, but
From the Brand Nubians.
yes, okay, okay.
So you guys know about the Brand Nubians. So
Yes.
so yeah, listen, man, listen. Lord, let me let you in on something. Lord Jamar is the weakest link to the Brand Nubians. Shout out to Grand Pooba and uh, Derek X, I think his name is. Look, those are
Okay.
my people. But
Okay.
I don't care right now. I forgot. So listen. Lord Jamar is the weakest one. I listen. I got an issue with Lord Jamar. He's not loyal. He wasn't loyal to me, and I don't care. I understand Lord Jamar spoke up for me with the whole Bambaataa thing, but at the end of the day, he's not loyal to me. So I listen. I'm not dealing with Lord Jamal. He is the
All
wackest
right.
person in hip hop right now.
Oh, heavy. All right. So let's move forward to the next thing. With a lot we touched base on a few hot topics here. What would you say is the one you want to deal with the most? Like, you just, like, of all the things we've just addressed in this show, what do you think is being inflamed most by the media, we'll say?
Uh, the most thing that I would say is, they were talking about the Africa Bambaataa situation that I brought to the world. And I wish that they get it right, and I stand on this.
So if there
Africa
was,
listen,
okay,
Africa Africa Bambaataa is not a pedophile. I stand on that.
so if there was a message that you wanted to convey to the masses right now, what would you want to close with?
Don't listen to certain people in the bushes. They're opportunists.
All right, all right,
You know what I mean?
okay,
Shout out to the Universal Zulu Nation. I'm Zulu for life. That's a whole fact.
yes, sir. All right. For those of you who like what you've been watching, please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. I do a podcast called The Terrell Effect on Saturdays at 12 o'clock, unless otherwise stated. It is the longest running weekly episodic podcast in the history of Niagara region. So I'm doing my thing. I was doing podcasts before podcasts were cool. It's just that there's a machine plugging other people. Either way, that being said, what would your final thought be before we close out?
I ask everyone to support me and stand with me. That is my final thought. I'm on my closure tour. This is the closure tour. And I'm here to let the world know that behind the scenes of this Africa Bambaataa circus, I was threatened and harassed and slandered
Mm,
because I didn't do what those two people wanted me to do, which was take Africa Bambaataa to courts. The last that I know, that was my choice, not yours.
mm, Can't be making decisions for people that they don't want to make for themselves. You know what I mean?
Exactly. We on a closure tour. We on a closure tour.
All right. All right. So, yeah, we're here. Like I said, this is monitored by Online Radio Box. Got to shout out the Village Global Network for, you know what I mean, again, continuing to syndicate the podcast. We are making headway. Um, there's a lot that's going to be happening. The celebration of celebrations is coming this New Year's Eve. Be sure to tune in to Expose the North 8741 on youtube.com. Listen, Ron B. Stinger Savage has music on all streaming platforms. You make sure you download that, get that music, get the latest from the soon to be greatest or from his established greatness. And yeah, be sure to, you know what I mean? Be sure to make sure when you're communicating the information's accurate because you never know what hell's gonna hit.
Facts. Especially when it comes to the Africa Bambaataa story.
Uh,
Listen, listen, you want to know the truth, you hear it from me.
there you go. There you go. Get the words from the GOAT. All right, that being said, and as time allows, we are about to close it down. What are some of these comments here? Oh man, yeah, man. Shout out to those who been watching this whole time. The comment section has been lit up. We're gonna, yeah, man, pay our dues and thank those who help us make this happen. So that being said, bless up and we out.